Hello everyone, welcome back to the second session of the Auto Expert Comment. As all of you have showered lots of love on the very first video, I'm taking this opportunity to come to meet you with a lot of improvement and informations. So without wasting much of a time, let's vroom. Today we are gonna talk about the car which had started a new segment after its arrival and ruled the segment for many years. That segment is subcompact SUV segment. Yes, I am talking about the car which is astonishing in build quality and ride and handling area, and that is the Ford EcoSport. Ford EcoSport had made its debut in India in 2012. From that time, it's ruling the Indian roads. Later on, many competitors came to head on with the EcoSport, and few of them have succeeded too. For example, Maruti Suzuki Brezza, Hyundai Venue. Now, there is an all-new gadget-equipped rival from the Kia has arrived in the form of Sonet. In this session, we will have a look at the exteriors, interiors, and we'll talk about the engine options offered by Ford EcoSport. So let's get started. Front end looks very aggressive with the swept back headlight unit design, in which we get projector for low beam and halogen multi-reflector for high beam. Bigger chrome grille with the Ford's logo in the middle adds up the beefiness in the design language. Fog lamps and turn indicators are integrated in a uniquely shaped single housing. Silver grey finished Fox skid plate is the cherry on top. Beefed up bonnet gives a muscular stance to the Ford EcoSport. Side profile of the car also looks stunning with the bold wheel arches and sharp character line running up to the tail lamp unit. 16-inch alloys wheels with the multi-spoke design goes very well with the overall design of the car. Silver accent on the roof rails adds up the premiumness. Moving on to the rear, wraparound tail lamp unit completes the rear profile, and smartly placed boot opener handle now gets some magnetic switches like this. Because of the spare wheel, EcoSport cannot be given a hatch-like door. Many people complain about the side opening of the door, but I feel to keep its SUV-ish character intact, it is necessary to have a spare wheel on the tailgate. Let's open the boot of the vehicle, I'll show you. Just push the magnetic switches like this and pull the door. Here we get massive 352 liters of boot space, which can accommodate large suitcases as well as briefcases and some small baggages over there. It has one hydraulic strut which helps to open the boot door very easily. Climb into the Ford EcoSport and you will be excused for forgetting that you are in a compact SUV. Very well equipped cockpit and practically built cabin is the strength of the Ford EcoSport. When you occupy the driver's seat, large window welcomes you, which helps you for the great visibility. Dashboard looks massive in size. Because of the dual tone interiors, cabin feels airy. 10-inch infotainment system grabs your attention quickly. It has a setup of 4 speakers and 2 tweeters. It has automatic climate control for the creature comfort. If we talk about the backseat of the Ford EcoSport, it's not that much comfortable. Many people complain about the backseat of the Ford EcoSport. It can accommodate 2 adults and a child. It has got nice headroom, good shoulder room and nice leg room as well. But the absence of the rear AC vent disappoints us. Key of the Ford EcoSport looks like this. It has got Ford logo and lock unlock switches on the other side. It has got start stop button. It has nicely leather wrapped steering wheel which looks so chunky and very nice to grab. It has got audio controls on the right side. It has got MID controls on the left side. Console design looks somewhat dated with the RPM indicator on the left side and the speedo dial on the right side. It has got very nice MID display. On the middle side you can see the temperature meter and the fuel gauge. Ford EcoSport comes in 3 engine options: 1 liter turbo powered petrol engine, 1.5 liter naturally aspirated petrol engine and 1.5 liter naturally aspirated diesel engine. Right now I am holding the steering wheel of the naturally aspirated 1.5 liter petrol engine. So let's have a short spin of the Ford EcoSport 1.5 liter titanium petrol. Let's go. Wow, the pickup is very nice. And the steering wheel is very well connected. The feedback is very nice. If you are driving a petrol car, then you will feel that clutch is somewhat on the harder side. But it feels sporty. NVH level of the car is very nice. Cabin is very well insulated. If you press the throttle very hard, then some grunt you may feel in the cabin. But it feels really nice, very sporty. I must say this engine is very much responsive, and this 5-speed gearbox does its duty very nicely. Very nicely. Suspension setup is somewhat on the stiffer side. It's not too soft or it's not too stiff. It's in between. And your ride is very comfortable. Steering is very nice and very well weighted. In gear acceleration is also very nice. The overall visibility from the windshield is great. Even though it has got the ground clearance of 205 mm, The cornering stability is very nice in the vehicle because of the suspension setup. Press the throttle and car is so responsive. Even with the weight of 1.6 tons, the car pulls itself in a very linear manner. I must say highway stability is the great, and because of the speed restrictions we cannot do a triple digit speed over here. Turning radius is also very small. You can feel the grunt inside the cabin when you press the throttle hard. Ford EcoSport is highly recommended for the highway enthusiasts. It soaks up the potholes and small thuds very easily. And it does not pass on them to the cabin. And cabin is very well insulated from all the noise, harshness, vibrations. It feels really nice to be inside the Ford EcoSport's cabin. This A-pillar is somewhat thick in my opinion, which can hamper the visibility while the vehicle is at the corner. Even though the quarter glass is provided, on the other hand, the advantage of this design is to strengthen the A-pillar. It can glide through the speed breakers and the big potholes also. Thanks to its ground clearance, you won't be discomfortable while going off-road. Even though it's not meant for the off-road, but on the bad patches of the road you can and the water wading capacity of the Ford EcoSport is 550 mm. I have already experienced it in the tunnel. What a sporty grunt it is. So guys, this was the short spin of the Ford EcoSport. Please tell me in the comment section how it was. So guys, it was the Ford EcoSport detailed walk around and a short spin for you. Please subscribe my channel, and the name of my channel is Auto Expert Comment. Please like, comment and share, and hit the bell icon for the further notification. And the most IMP, always fasten your seatbelts and do not overspeed the vehicle. See you in the next session. Till then, goodbye and take care. Jai Hind.